A highly restricted plan to legalize medical marijuana in the state is officially unveiled today by Republican lawmakers.
We were the first to report many of these details on Friday, but today we now know how the proposed system will work for those eligible to receive medical cannabis. In her First Alert update, Brittany Schmidt explains the proposal.
It's a realization years in the making for Republican lawmakers, trying to find a way to legalize medical marijuana for those with chronic illnesses, while they say limiting widespread abuse of cannabis.
We've waited too long for this. For other people in other states to be able to get help when they suffer these chronic conditions, and our people in Wisconsin either have to do without or go to other states to get those, it's just not right.
They're getting the stuff. They're going to Michigan, they're going to Illinois, and they're getting the help that they need. But now we need to give them the help that they need from the state of Wisconsin.
On Monday, area Republicans revealed how the guarded medical marijuana bill would work for a select group of eligible patients. It would start by establishing a medical registry for those suffering from one of these several illnesses.
Somebody will go to their doctor and they will get diagnosed with one of these conditions that I've listed, such as, say, MS. They will get diagnosed with that, they'll get the documentation from that, they will then go to one of those dispensaries or their caregiver, who can also be registered with the state. Their caregiver will go there and say, here's the documentation from the doctor proving that they indeed have this condition, and then those state-run employees will say, okay, here's the proper dosage for that condition. And they will sell them the appropriate amount of creams, gummies, tinctures, whatever it is that they decide that they're going to use.
Wisconsin will be the first state to run its own dispensaries, managed by the Department of Health Services. In each of the 5 dispensaries, a state pharmacist will oversee dosage. The Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection will regulate growing, processing, and testing. As we first reported last week, the proposed bill does not include any smokable options of marijuana. Rather, it will be several other forms, like gummies, nebulizers, creams, pills, and tinctures, which is a concentrated liquid form of cannabis.
We're treating this like a medicine, and I don't know of any other medicine that is delivered in that way. There are bad side effects to smoking, both on the person consuming it and the people around them. So again, we want this to be, this is medicine here, and we don't want to confuse it with recreational.
In the next several weeks, hearings will be held on this bill. The Assembly is hoping to pass it before February, and they hope the Senate takes it up quickly too. Governor Tony Evers has already indicated his support for a medical marijuana bill, although he and other Democrats are in favor of full legalization. In Green Bay, Brittany Schmidt, Action 2 News.
Late this afternoon, Democratic Representative Christina Shelton reaffirmed the party's stance on marijuana. In a statement, she says, in part, quote, a majority of Wisconsinites support both recreational and medical cannabis. While this bill could provide relief to some Wisconsinites, legalizing cannabis only for medical purposes ignores longstanding disparities affecting communities of color across our state, end quote.